Alright foodies, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our first video of the new year. And we're going to start this one off right. We got another sweet treat, but on the breakfast side this time, we're going to be making peach cobbler waffles. Now you see the ingredients on the screen and they're going to be in the description below. So before we get into it guys, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment, hit that notification bell. Let us know what you think about this. Now that we've gotten all that out the way, it's time to go learn you something. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to get started by getting our dry ingredients together. So first we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And you can use self-rising flour, but it's not going to be as soft on the inside of the waffles. So I recommend all-purpose flour. Next, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and 1 1/2 tablespoon of just regular granulated sugar. And I don't know if you can tell, but we put them in the same little ingredient container. Next, we're going to put 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then we're going to add our tablespoon of ground nutmeg. And then a tablespoon of ground cinnamon. And guys, if you want to add a little bit more cinnamon and nutmeg, then that's fine, go right ahead. And next guys, we're gonna add about a teaspoon of salt. We use sea salt, but of course you can use regular salt. Next guys, you're gonna whisk it together, probably about a minute or two, just to get all the ingredients incorporated with each other. All right, now let's add our wet ingredients. First, we're gonna start with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Next, we added our 1/3 cup of milk. We use 2% milk, but you can use regular whole milk, that's fine. You just don't wanna use milk that's too low in fat, because what that would do is make the inside of the waffles a little bit drier. Next, we're gonna add our 4 eggs. Now, you want them at room temperature so they can incorporate easily into the batter. And if they are straight out the fridge, you can set them in warm water for about 5 minutes and they should be good to go. Next, we're gonna add our stick of melted butter. Now you wanna make sure that it's not piping hot. All right, after we add the butter in, then it's time to whisk. And we're gonna whisk this probably about 3 minutes until you get this kind of consistency right here. Now you see this batter right here? It's thicker than a pancake batter, but it's thinner than a muffin batter. So somewhere in between is perfect. And then you're gonna pop this batter into the fridge for about 2 hours, or if you can, overnight. All right, let's get started on our peach syrup. Guys, I apologize, we didn't put the peach syrup ingredients on the screen, but it will be in the description. So first we're gonna add a large 29-ounce can of sliced peaches. Next, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of brown sugar, and then 1/3 cup of regular sugar, and then a teaspoon or 2 capfuls of vanilla extract, then a teaspoon of nutmeg, and then 1 1/2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Now, again, this is up to you guys. If you want more cinnamon flavor in it, then go ahead and add you a little bit more in there. And then you're gonna mix all that around on medium heat until you get this kind of consistency right here. All right, now let's go make our whipped cream. And to do that, we're gonna start out by adding 8 ounces of heavy cream. Then you're gonna get your mixer and you're gonna mix it around until soft peaks form. And that's gonna take about 3 to 5 minutes. And after that, it should look like this. And then now we're gonna add a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. Then you're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then after that, you're just gonna mix all that around until the flavors get incorporated together. All right, next we're gonna dice up some peaches. So first I wanna say this. Hey, it was cold in the house. My wife wouldn't let me turn on the heat, so I had my hoodie on. So I apologize for you guys seeing my sleeves all in the shot. All right, so we're just gonna dice up a couple peaches, guys. They don't have to be cut perfect, just as long as they're small chunks. And when you're done, they're gonna look a little bit like this. And then now, since it's been 2 hours, we're gonna go ahead and add them to our batter that we made earlier. All right, batter's good. And so once you do that, you're just gonna add your peaches in. And then, very important, you're gonna just kind of fold them over, guys. You're not gonna stir. You're just gonna kind of fold them over to incorporate all the peaches into the batter. Next, it's time to add the waffles to our waffle maker. So we're gonna add a little bit of butter to them, and then we're gonna add about 2 spoonfuls of waffle mix. Now you don't want to overdo it because we already know the mix is gonna spread, so 2 spoonfuls should be good enough. And I gotta say this, guys, before anybody say anything about our small girly waffle maker, we bought it for our daughter this year when she was going to college, but it turns out they won't let them have that in their dorm room. So she left it here. We were like, hey, we'll use it. So this was the perfect opportunity to use it. So there you go, just in case any of you guys wondering about that. So anyway, back to the waffles. So you're gonna add 2 spoonfuls, and like I said earlier, don't overdo it. Depending on your waffle maker, that'll determine the time that it takes for your waffles to get done. Like this one right here, it took maybe about 3 to 5 minutes. So I think that's on the average. I think that's the norm, between 3 and 5 minutes, or until they're golden brown. You can always kind of check on them a little bit just to see how brown they are. All right, this looks perfect to me. Let's get it off and let's start the plating. All right, guys, so now we're just gonna add a couple more peaches to our waffles. They are out. They look amazing. It smells so good. That peach syrup that we made earlier smells so good, guys. And we're just gonna drizzle a little bit of that peach syrup on there. Then we'll top it off with some of that whipped cream that we made. See, y'all thought we forgot about that. No, the whipped cream is right here. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a little bit on the top of it. Now after we put a little whipped cream on it, we're gonna drizzle a little bit more syrup on the top of it, just to top it off. All right, and there it is, guys. Peach cobbler waffles with the homemade peach syrup. Now, if you love waffles, I definitely recommend you guys go try this recipe out right now. Now, hopefully we've learned you something. So do us a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell, drop a comment, let us know what you think, and let us know if you're gonna try this recipe, which I highly recommend. I highly recommend you guys try this recipe. So thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Good day.